Hello everyone, my name is Siddhi Khandelwal.
And my name is Bhadori Akansha. We are the student of class 12th D presenting a shadow puppet show.
The topic for our today's presentation is Deep Water. The author of the story is William Douglas, who was born in Maine, Minnesota. After graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in English and Economics, he spent 2 years teaching in high school at Yakima. However, he got tired of this and decided to pursue a legal career. He met Franklin D. Roosevelt at Yale and became an advisor and friend to the president. Douglas was a leading advocate of individual rights. He retired in 1975 with a term lasting 36 years and remains the longest serving justice in the history of the court. The following excerpt is taken from Of Men and Mountains by William O. Douglas. In this essay, he talks about his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcame it. It all happened at the YMCA pool in Yakima when I was a 10 or 11 years old boy. I had decided to learn to swim even though I had an aversion to water when I was in it. It started when I was a 3-4-year-old boy and my father took me to the beach in California. There, a wave knocked me down. I was out of my breath and the terror still occupies my heart. Thus, introduction to the YMCA pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears. But after a while, I gained confidence and was beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. One day, when I was alone at the pool, a big bruiser of a boy picked me up and threw me into the pool. I went at once to the bottom. I was frightened, but not yet frightened out of my wits. On the way down, I planned. When my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump, come to the surface, lie flat on it, and paddle to the edge of the pool. It seemed a long way down. My lungs were ready to burst, but as soon as my feet touched the bottom, I jumped with all my strength. I was coming up very slowly and tried to reach up as if to grab a rope, and my hands clutched only at water. I was suffocating and no one could hear me. Then my nose and eyes came out of the water, but not my mouth. Suddenly, a great force was pulling me under, I felt, and I went to the bottom once again. After giving it all, after trying as hard as I could, I gave up. My body felt paralyzed and only my heart was moving now. I felt a relief and peacefully surrendered myself to float along in space. The next thing I remember was being at the side of the pool, vomiting. I felt frail and weak. A daunting fear grasped me. I never went back to the pool. This handicap stayed with me as years rolled by. It ruined everything. I tried many ways, but the fear held me firmly in its grip. So I decided to hire an instructor and learn to swim. With each passing day in the pool, a bit of my fear seized me. Thus, piece by piece, my instructor built a swimmer. But I still wondered if the terror would strike again when I was alone in the pool. Thus, I went to different places, to meadows, islands, rivers, and everywhere where I could swim and challenge Mr. Fear. Consequently, I had conquered my fear of water. At last, I felt released. The experience had a deep meaning for me, as only those who have known stark terror and conquered it can appreciate. In that, there is peace. There is only terror in the fear of the death, as Roosevelt knew when he said, "All we have to fear is fear itself." Thank you so much for your attentive listening.